All right, guys, welcome to Happy Hour Holidays, your go-to podcast for business entrepreneurship and life stories. We want you to go out there and make your dreams come true. I'm your host every single week, Manny Fresh. We got my co-host, Sean Fabre. And in studio today, we got the football guy over here that makes it happen, Max Paul.
What's up? We're
there
back.
You go.
We're back. Round two.
I know he's a little salty today, but you know who wasn't salty? We were salty last week. Luckily, I wasn't on the damn thing here talking about the Bucs. But man, fucking 2-point conversion to take it to overtime.
To Mark Andrews.
Mark Andrews has the fucking yups.
To the most sure-handed guy he's had his entire career.
Yeah.
His go-to guy. He puts it. I mean, if you're a quarterback, who else do you go to?
I mean, that's my
Isaiah
guy.
Likely.
What?
No.
Isaiah Likely had
That's like saying if you know where you want to be for a happy home, you go to your main chick or your side chick. Isaiah Likely's a side chick right now. You know what I mean? He's working his way there, but you know, and Mark Andrews, that's his main chick.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So that's where he knows the home cooked meal is going to be. So I get the pass going to Mark Andrews. He kind of, floated it in there for him, nice and easy. You would think any other Sunday, that's a catch for them. Any other Sunday, that's a catch. They're going to overtime.
Do you think it being cold and, snow flurries had anything to do with that drop? Because
I don't think it plays
the football gets harder as it gets colder, right?
Not on that one.
No?
Not on that one. I think that snap that Lamar fumbles, that might be the cold.
I thought so too. I think that slipped.
Because once it gets on the ground and now that snow flurry, now the ball is super slick.
Yeah.
So I get that one. Maybe that one. I'll give Mark Andrews a pass for his fumble.
Yeah.
What about Lamar's interception?
That's just a shitty throw. I don't care.
Okay.
Call it what you want. I'll give you that. That's just a shitty throw.
So what you're saying is Lamar and Mark Andrews both had two plays that they could have capitalized on.
Absolutely.
I think Mark Andrews' fumble, I mean, that was just a good defensive play with that punch.
I think that's
But you're looking at a guy who is not he's a solid yard after catch guy, but he's not throwing no moves at you.
No.
In that scenario, okay, defender near me, we already got a big chunk, get down. In the snow, any coach tells you, hey, don't do too much. Get down. You're not going to be able to feel the ball because your hands are cold.
Yeah.
So go down. Just get down. Fuck it. Now he goes down. If he goes down right there, they keep possession. That's a drive. That's a touchdown drive.
Yeah.
You're getting points.
Yeah, you're getting
points. Because he was in field goal range already.
They were moving the ball well. It wasn't like they weren't moving the ball well.
You take those turnovers away, the Ravens win that game, no stress.
Yeah.
And what we did notice is that the Bills had no turnovers.
Zero turnovers. But you're playing in your home conditions. Like
I get that.
You're playing that every week in and week out.
So but you said it outside. Well, they're from Maryland. New York, Maryland, not really that
not
far.
Not too far, but we do know, and I hate to say it, but playoff Ravens and regular season Ravens, if you're looking at the turnover ratio, Lamar does have more turnovers in the playoffs than he does in the regular season. He had, 4 interceptions all year?
Yeah.
All year, yep.
Only one game, I think, this year with 2 turnovers for him all year.
Yeah, I mean, but the conditions do get worse around this year, too. I mean, you can't say that. I mean, when it comes to throwing the ball, I mean, it's not an excuse, but at the same time,
Well, it's kind of should be an excuse because we saw another snow game this weekend. We saw the Rams in Philly.
There were some mistakes.
And that was a shit ton of snow, man.
Yeah, that's a ton of snow.
Yeah, and I mean, we saw a lot of, I don't know, bro. I think it was like 10 sacks because they couldn't catch their footing. Saw a lot of fumbles. 10 sacks combined, yeah.
And then you're looking at, 3 fumbles?
3 fumbles out of nowhere where, I think one, it just slipped out of Matt Stafford's hand.
Yeah.
Out of nowhere. He just went back and boom, it's gone. It's on the floor.
Well, the thing about it is you can't feel it.
And not to mention the handoff.
Oh, God.
Where he literally went to go hand it off, slipped out of his hand, boom, another fumble.
Tell you, those conditions are just trash.
They're tough.
Playing in the snow has got to be
one thing
hard.
that I have noticed in this playoff, if the turnover battle is what's winning and losing the games for people.
Facts.
I mean, it's a lot of times it's common mistakes or whatever, but this time it's always like that, but we've seen it more than ever this year with the turnover battle.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the Bucs, turnovers, sunk our ship.
Let's not talk about the Bucs.
That rookie came in there and sucked their shit. That rookie came in there and did work.
I know, but I was just thinking, man, if we play the Detroit Lions, I feel like we got a good chance to beat the Detroit Lions.
I think I'll match up better against the Lions too. Like, I don't think it's a blowout, but I think you definitely win that game and move on.
Yeah, because I think the problem with Jaden Daniels and having a defense like Bulls where they're blitzing a lot, you blitz Goff, you're going to be able to get him
You can
sometime.
get there. Jaden Daniels, he's going to make some shit happen.
Yeah, he's going to make some. He's just too fast for a quarterback, and these guys aren't going to be able to get him. And you saw that even with the Detroit when they tried to blitz him. Aaron Glenn, he came after him, the defensive coordinator, and it was like, okay, you want to come at me from the side? No problem. I'm just going to roll out.
I'm going to roll the other and buy time.
Yeah, buy time. So, I mean,
that's got to be probably the biggest upset of the season would be Washington Commanders over Detroit Lions. I mean, number one seed, there's no way they're going to get blown out.
I'm not
they get blown out.
To me, the bigger upset was when they beat y'all.
Yeah,
because in my mind, I literally, like, going into that game, I'm over here like, the Bucs are going to beat them. The Bucs are going to throw up 45, 50 points and call it a day.
Yeah.
I mean, we barely lost.
But I'm not, but I'm saying, like, I thought it'd be a dog walk. Like, I'm thinking it's Jaden Daniels. He's a rookie.
Yeah.
You know, Bowles is going to have a plan for this spy just to kind of keep him in the pocket.
And he did.
Honestly, the defense played decent. The secondary's injured, banged up.
You were losing. You lost somebody, was it middle of the game, too?
Yeah.
It was Jamel Dean.
Jamel Dean went down middle of the game.
And then we had
Mike
Edwards, too.
Mike Edwards, too.
Yeah. I mean,
we were playing in Tampa.
Yeah, we were battered and bruised.
But I'm saying it wasn't cold. I mean, it was like 60 degrees.
No, it was perfect weather for football.
Perfect football weather.
Yeah. But yeah, no, it was a disappointment, man. I really thought that we were gonna pull it off, and we really had the chance to pull it off. I mean, it was just you gotta score a touchdown instead of a field goal on that other drive. And then when you make big stops,
you got to capitalize.
You got to capitalize. And one thing that really probably screwed the Bucs over too, because our defense really isn't that great this year with the injuries and everything, was they were going for every fourth down. Every single one. If it was on their side of the,
you're talking about the Commanders.
The Commanders.
Yeah. They didn't care.
Yeah, they didn't care.
They didn't care because they know your defensive front outside of VFA. You have nobody who's really that guy.
No, I mean Diaby and Cansey played well that game.
They played well that game, but like
it's not.
They're not guys. I'm be like, I got a game plan for these guys. We're gonna get this yard too and call it a day.
And even if the Bucs would have won, we wouldn't have played the Lions. We would have played Philly.
Really?
Yeah, because Lions would have played the worst seeded team.
Oh yeah,
and we were number 3. Number 4 were
so the Lions would have played the Rams.
And then we would have played Philly, which we still would have had.
I still like y'all in Philly.
Yeah, I was thinking, man, either one of those teams, I was having a really good feeling. Detroit or even the Eagles, we got a good freaking fighting chance.
I think if y'all are healthy, your whole defense is healthy, y'all win that Commanders game.
Yeah,
Antoine Winfield didn't do jack shit, bro. Highest paid safety in the league.
I just don't think
y'all paid that man for nothing.
Pretty much to be injured the whole season.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
I don't even know if it was worth playing him. I know we were battered,
that's not worth it.
No, I know, but it was like this guy's not even in football shape. He hasn't played all fucking week.
Year. But who else are you gonna play?
I don't know.
I had to pick him out of the practice squad.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, sure, they're healthy.
He's healthy. He's been playing. He's in football shape.
Yeah.
I take my chances
but
with that.
I mean, you can see all our DBs were pretty much garbage. I mean, Zion McCollum was probably the most consistent out of all of them. And he's like a second-year player.
I like him, though.
I do like him.
That guy.
I think
he plays solid.
I like the rookie from Georgia, too. He had been playing good. I think he was injured, too.
Yeah, he was hurt.
Yeah, he was hurt.
And I don't know.
Izzian?
He gets beat a lot.
But I mean, he's still a young guy.
That's like my Ravens. We got Brandon Stevens who gets cooked every game. Like,
did you guys notice in that game, Shaq Barrett played one snap?
One snap.
One snap.
That was it.
He got on the stat line, didn't he, or no?
Yeah, he got a tackle.
He got one tackle.
There you go.
One snap, one tackle. Why didn't we play him more?
Yeah. I think
because I don't think he was in football shape.
Yeah.
That was it. He was get oxygen receiver.
And now that you think about it, man, the fact that the Bucs held the Washington Commanders to how many points was it? Because it was a close game.
It was a close game.
It was like the only wild card game that was close.
Was it 23-20?
Something like that. They were in the 20s.
Yeah, 23-20. Yeah, it was 23-20 because it was 20-20.
Yeah, I kind of bet the over on the 50 points.
Damn, man,
I didn't get it.
And then the guy fucking bangs the damn freaking field goal off the. That guy fixed his hair 20 times
and then banged it on the left upright to go in.
He's a hero. Barely making it.
Fucked it up. It was like, that's our guy.
He was smelling salts, bro. That's what he was doing.
It's so freaking crazy how a kicker could like literally play like shit the entire game, but hit the game-winning field goal.
Barely,
and all of a sudden you're a hero.
I'm telling you.
And he shouldn't even have been a hero, bro. I walked outside and I hear, oh my God, because I can hear it through my sliding glass door. And I look back and I'm like, oh, he doinked it, motherfucker. Thought he missed it. But the one game we haven't talked about is the Chiefs game, man. And the Kansas City refs. That's what we haven't talked about. Bro, the first pass, roughing the passer, where, bro, barely touches the guy, flag, 15 yards. Here we go. Bro, I swear to God, the NFL is sports entertainment, right?
Mm-hmm. Swifties.
It is completely scripted. What we're going to see, because there is a chance to make 2 Super Bowl histories here.
Mm-hmm.
If Jaden Daniels wins the Super Bowl, he's the first rookie quarterback to ever win the Super Bowl.
Mm-hmm.
If the Kansas City Chiefs win the Super Bowl,
The first three-peat.
first three-peat. So the odds are
Oh, you got the other one.
The
If
Commanders-
the Bills win,
Team
the Bills win, that's their first.
Yeah, they're first.
Oh, and they're first.
That's
So
their first.
three-way.
Mhm.
Three-way. I mean, Philly's already won.
Philly's
what?
got one. The Rams got one.
Yeah. Well, you know, with the
I think they might give it to Bills Mafia.
That's what I'm saying.
Because they need to pay for that stadium.
oh, yeah, you see it in the
Like, we're going to
background.
help you this year, dog.
Here you go.
There you go. Is that good with you?
You're good with that, right?
I really think that Jaden's going to pull it off. He's going to be in the Super Bowl.
I
It's going to
hope
be
so.
first Super Bowl. And then I think that the Swifties are going to lose. And I really
the Bills?
To the Bills?
I don't know, man. I'm just
Did you
thinking-
see who was
I'm
in the
telling you,
box?
it's a
They're
storyline.
not letting Patty Mahomes lose to Josh
Yes.
Allen.
They are not
They're
going to.
not. You know what happened? They needed Josh Allen to beat Lamar for this MVP conversation.
Yeah.
He's not losing to Pat Mahomes.
Yeah, but Lamar's still gonna be the MVP.
As he should.
I don't see any other way.
They're going to
4,000 yards, 900 plus rushing, 40 touchdowns,
43.
43
Yeah,
touchdowns,
43.
43 touchdowns. I don't see how you pass up on that guy. But they can't let the Swifties lose. And now Taylor Swift is all of a sudden best friends with Caitlin Clark.
Mhm.
Where the fuck did that happen?
You mean the hottest WNBA player?
That's not saying much.
But
man.
I'm saying, but like that, you're talking sales wise. That girl is.
Oh, I
she's
thought you meant good looking.
No.
I was-
I'm saying like from a popularity
Yeah,
and
she is
revenue stream.
she is the one who
Caitlin
brought
Clark
it
is
up.
that chick right
Yeah,
now. So
she
you
is.
put her and Taylor Swift together. You mean to tell me we're gonna let's call it Josh Allen beat them? No. You can let Bills Mafia beat them? Fuck no.
How do the Bills beat the Chiefs? That's the real question.
They get new refs. They bring their own refs. They bring their own refs.
What's the referee that always refs their game? His name's like Chris something.
Yeah.
Either way, I heard that, or I read a stat line that every time that guy is the head referee, the Chiefs have never lost a game.
Ever.
Never.
Every
Every
And it's
time
always
he's the
like-
head ref.
There was one, what was it? There was a pass interference call that the Chiefs got. And I was like, this DB didn't touch him.
I know.
Like it's one of those like fade balls where they're both kind of jockeying for position. That's in any time as a DB when you go there, they always tell you if he's trying to push you, you have the right to stand your ground. It's not a PI. As soon as you breathe on somebody, excuse me. And the flag only came out when I think it was Travis Kelce dropped it.
Yeah.
As soon as it got off his hands, he dropped it. There it
you
is.
go.
There you go, buddy. Let's try this again.
But I will say they didn't show her as much as they usually do.
They're saving it for the Super Bowl.
Yeah, there was him.
Who's the Super Bowl performer this year?
Was it? No.
Meek Mills?
No, not Meek Mills. The Lamar. Kendrick Lamar.
Kendrick Lamar, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, you think they're just gonna let that be the only highlight of the Super Bowl?
Yeah.
Will let Kendrick Lamar be the musical highlight? No. Taylor Swift's gonna be in that fucking Super Bowl.
But I mean, she was there last year.
Yeah,
what do we need her again?
Did we see how many more views they got last year?
I know.
That was the highest viewed Super Bowl in the modern era.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know
That's
that.
why they'll go back.
Yeah, they'll go back again. And going back to the referees making a call, that Jared Goff hit,
Which one?
that's a 15-yard penalty.
Yeah, that's definitely a 50.
If that was Pat Mahomes, that guy might have been
Are you talking about the pick six?
the pick six
Where you tried the block and you just got helmet to helmet?
Yeah.
So
no
the guy,
call.
but he
No
came
call,
in.
no
But he
call.
came in.
It's crazy.
Somebody had pushed him, and then the other guy came in leading with his helmet
Bam.
right here, and
Right up on the chin.
Yeah, right by the chin.
And then after that, Teddy Bridgewater comes in, and what does Teddy Bridgewater do?
I mean,
Lead a touchdown
There
drive.
you
Shout out
go,
to
dog.
Teddy. Two
Gets
gloves,
a
boy.
touchdown there at that point.
He wins a high school state championship, comes back to the league in the playoffs, and then leads a touchdown drive.
Yeah.
Oh my
Go ahead,
God.
Teddy. Two gloves.
And he did throw it past that drive.
He did.
He
Yeah.
did
And it
throw
was a
it past,
dot.
and it was
Yeah.
a first
Yeah.
It was
first
a
down.
dot.
And then they come up with that. What was it? It was a lateral flea flicker.
Yeah.
Fucking,
That
bro.
weird trick play.
I already knew it
Dan
was gonna
Campbell
be.
had something there.
I already knew it was going to be a interception when Jamison Williams he goes back, and I'm like, "There's nobody open there."
Nobody.
And you know what the problem? The receivers don't have the same know-how as a freaking quarterback to be like, "Hey, I'm not going to go ahead and throw it. Maybe I'll pull it down and run it." But since the play needs to be executed, he went ahead and threw it.
The real question is,
Interception.
why wasn't Teddy Bridgewater in place of Jamison Williams? You have that quarterback with that running capability. Why are you putting it on a wide receiver instead of putting it on a backup quarterback?
Yeah, but they know. But they know
Right?
his number. I mean,
That can actually throw.
I know, but I feel like they know his number, though. I mean, if they saw Teddy come in and then grab the ball, I mean, they're.
But I mean, still, you got to play Teddy true because you try it too much. Teddy can move.
yeah, I know Teddy can.
It was like, what was that? Marcus Mariota. He plays for
Nobody.
Washington.
No.
No, I know.
Washington, yeah, and they gave it for him to do the tush push or whatever instead of Jaden Daniels.
Yeah,
Fumbles.
Well, that's because Marcus Mariota is like 40 pounds heavier because Jaden Daniels is like 120.
No, I get that,
Dude,
but
he's light,
fumbles.
man.
What I'm saying is that a lot of these teams are using backup quarterbacks in those situations in order for their quarterback not to get hurt. I mean, we saw a direct snap to Derrick Henry instead, and what was it? Lamar Jackson just went in motion.
Yeah.
And that didn't do anything either.
Max, who would you put it on that Detroit game? Like, what happened with the execution with that game?
Definitely Dave Campbell.
Yeah,
Campbell.
it was just, but the defense wasn't there. They didn't know how to plan for that option for a little bit with Jaden Daniels.
I still put that on Dan Campbell because as a head coach going into halftime, that's when you go make those adjustments. First half, okay, Jaden doing his thing, let's adjust. There was never an adjustment. They came back and kept doing the same thing.
Yeah.
Like, if you're a team that gets beat by the same thing for all 4 quarters, that's on the coaching staff. As a defense, all I can do is listen to the play call and go, "Oh, this is what we're doing."
You putting it on the coordinator too, or
Absolutely, and the coordinator. But at the end of the day, it's like quarterbacks.
Yeah.
When you win, you're getting praised. When you lose, first person you look at is a quarterback. Same thing with coaches.
Yeah.
When you win, yay, Dan Campbell got us there. When they lose, we can't just blame the coordinator. We gotta go, Dan, have a seat, buddy. We're gonna have a talk.
Do you think that
I put it all on that one play with Jameson? That's what ended the game.
Yeah.
But do you think that sometimes that, even though being the number 1 seed is great, you get the extra rest, but do you think that sometimes
that hurts you?
That hurts you.
That hurts you because you don't get you're not getting live reps.
Yeah.
Like
Romo said it.
Yeah, you're not.
I feel like a lot of the wild card teams end up in the Super Bowl because of that reason.
Because and you lose momentum.
Yeah, you lose momentum.
You look at it like this: if I'm a team like the Commanders, all right, come off the win off the bus, hot.
Yeah.
Now I just beat the Lions, hot. Now I have the confidence going into the next game. You're a number 1 seed. You just sat at the house watching games and watching film.
We're gonna beat them, no problem. We're playing who?
You're real.
The Commanders, number 6.
You come out flat often because you haven't played. Like you've been sitting. So I think that's what hurts.
But don't you see it as you have an extra week of prep time because you got all the film from the Bucs game. Now you know what they're running in the playoffs. You should be prepared.
Absolutely, but I also think that momentum still stops. Like you can prep all you want, but like to me, momentum is the biggest thing as a player. Like you're feeling good, you're rolling, and now you got the routine going. But you change your routine, and you're now got to sit. I'm just watching film a lot. I've been working out. Hitting the practice field, but it's just not the same as live game reps.
And was Detroit really that good? How many of their games were decided by a field goal?
I mean,
it was like 3 or 4 that that guy Michael Bateman hit.
Yeah, I think they were a good team. I think they were a very solid team. I don't think they were
decided by one possession.
But to me, that's it's like the Chiefs. I think the Chiefs are a good team, but I don't think they're deserving of the number 1 seed based on the way they've played.
Yeah, I know.
You know what I mean? Like I think you're getting a lot of lucky bounces. Shit goes your way. But you're not the best team in the AFC to me.
No, I didn't think so.
Who is now? Come on, go ahead and say it.
I'm not gonna say it.
It's still Baltimore.
It's still Baltimore.
They're out now.
Baltimore is still the best team in the AFC.
What do you think happened there? You think it's a little bit of the play calling like we talked about with the field goals?
I think especially with the.
Why wouldn't you go for the 2 extra points?
I think you just kick. I think it's a lot of that. You're trying to be aggressive and prove a point, but I think you got to play smart in that scenario. Like kick the field goal. The games that you got plenty of time in the game, kick the field goal. Like why? We're not going for 2. Kick the field goal. Get it out the way.
If they would have kicked both extra points, they would have been tied at the end of the game.
So you're tied. You're tied at that touchdown. Now you can kick a field goal, win the game.
Even after 4 turnovers, you still would have been tied.
You know,
Do you think that
that's how you know Lamar's the MVP. 4 turnovers later, that still got you in the game. MVP.
do you think
same with Matt Stafford?
Oh my God, Matt Stafford's that dude for the Rams. I feel like they could have landed a better quarterback for them.
They could have won that game, man.
Absolutely.
They literally came down. They were inside the red zone. It was 3rd and 10. He gets sacked. Fuck. But what I hated was on the 4th and what was this, like 17?
Yeah.
You just got to get a first down. I know there's like, a minute left. They still had a timeout.
Get the first.
At least throw a catchable ball.
Yeah.
But he threw it outside, bro. He threw it out of bounds.
I feel like that's McVay a little bit because when he took sacks, instead of throwing it away, I was like, why wouldn't he just throw it away? And McVay would be like, it's okay, it's good, no turnover.
And I think it's that guys are so stuck on the no turnover thing. Like I get, like we said, whoever wins the turnover battle usually wins the game. But like sometimes you just gotta be like, hey, throw that ball away.
Yeah,
dirt it.
I don't
take the hit. That's an unnecessary hit to take.
Yeah.
How much is the legal procedure? 5 yards?
Yeah.
So they would have been 2
cool.
yards
Back
closer.
Back them up. I'm all right.
Yeah.
But do you think not kicking those field goals with the Ravens was a little bit of lack of confidence with Justin Tucker?
I think it's one of those like kicking in those conditions. Maybe that's why you go for 2, just because you don't want to chance it. But I mean,
you got Justin Tucker.
That's what I'm saying. Like for me, it's Justin Tucker. I'm kicking that.
He's got the highest field goal percentage ever in the NFL.
Nah, Panero now has.
I thought it was 89.3%.
No, because he had them kicks early in the season where he was missing a lot. It dropped him down just enough for the other kid to take over.
Oh shit!
So no, he's not.
Still slightly good.
But I'm saying you're damn near 90% on every kick. I'm from what was it 30?
Yeah,
25, 30 out. Yeah, kick that.
I kick that.
Kick that. Go ahead. We'll take this extra point and call it a day. Yeah. And granted, ever since there's a joke about like Lamar. Ever since he got cussed out by his mom, he started playing better.
Yeah.
Ever since Lamar got cussed out by his mom, Justin Tucker ain't missed damn kick.
There it is.
So I think this is one of those situations where you gotta trust your kicker and call it a day.
Yeah, no, absolutely. When we get back, we'll continue the discussions and give our predictions as well for the NFC and the AFC championship game. And we got a couple more games to cover and a little bit more about the Eagles and the Rams and the conditions with kicking the ball with the snow and how they cleared it off. I thought Jake Elliott was really clutch. We'll be right back. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you. All right, guys, we're back with Happy Hour Holidays. We were talking a little bit about the Eagles and Rams game. I was really impressed with Jake Elliott. I mean, making those field goals with all that snow.
And all that pressure.
A lot of pressure. I mean, those field goals came in clutch.
Which game?
The Rams and the Eagles.
Oh, yeah.
But how crazy is it that Saquon Barkley might end up being the all-time leading rusher in a season, including the playoffs, with Terrell Davis, I think,
having top 2.
Yeah, he's got
23.
23 and 2,400 yards.
Yep.
Well, dudes had 200 yards back-to-back games.
I know, man. It's crazy. I mean, I would have never thought that Saquon would be this effective in a better offense or a better team.
Been healthy, and he has threats around him. When he was with the Giants, what do you know? You know it's going to Saquon for any real yards.
I can't say Daniel Jones is a bad quarterback.
Actually, you can.
Yes, you can. You can say that nigga's garbage.
But what about
trash?
He had one good season. But what about
I mean, now he had Malik Neighbors, but I mean, his other receiving core. I mean, was it really
Malik Neighbors was a great receiver.
Great receiver.
I know. That's what I'm saying. He had him, but before that, who has he really had? That was a standout receiver.
Malik Neighbors got drafted this year.
I know this year. That's what I'm saying. But before that, who did he really have?
Dude, you know what? I like you mentioned the Giants here. Did you ever see that video of the Giants GM talking to his son, Carson? And his son goes, yeah, you should draft Jaden Daniels. Did you see that? He was
I heard about it. I heard about that video.
Yeah, bro. So the Giants actually had a chance to draft Jaden Daniels.
Changes your whole dynamic in your culture.
Your whole freaking, but
that's your whole franchise.
He should have listened to his son.
They also said the Jets and the Giants, both of those franchises, they're not in a good place. Like the organization,
and Washington was.
Yeah,
Washington.
They just got a new owner who was willing to put some more money.
And a new coach.
Yeah,
the entire organization
full-blown rebuild.
Yeah, they were
Daniels.
Last year they were 4-13.
Yeah,
and now they're in the fucking.
But you can say the same thing. Detroit had a couple bad years, and then they flipped it. I mean,
it took a while.
They took like 4 or 5 years to pick up different pieces.
Because Dan Campbell, he was like garbage the first two
First
years,
2 seasons,
and then after that, turn it over. But
and it's just because they got draft picks. They got
also that golf trade, the Matthew Stafford trade. All the picks that they got from the Rams,
but
they ended up being
all the draft picks that Detroit used. Like you got Laporta, you've got
Gibbs,
you've got
Williams,
St. Brown,
David Montgomery.
Yeah, like you got because of that, you built those pieces year by year. Now you can get them all at once. You got a couple guys here, a couple guys there, and then it started to come together. But like,
you know what? Did they lose because they didn't have Aiden Hutchinson?
I think that plays a difference.
It does, right?
Absolutely, because now your defense is completely different.
Yeah, it is.
Your defense is not as intimidating without him on the field. It's one of those like, all right, we can kind of do what we want to over here.
And didn't we injure him?
Yeah,
during the Bucks game.
I think it might have been.
Yeah, during the Bucks game. It was during the Bucks game. So you're welcome, Commanders.
Send them rings over.
Send them rings over.
Appreciate that.
But now going into the NFC and the AFC championship game, I mean, we were talking about that. I mean, do they actually let the Chiefs lose?
In the NFC?
The AFC.
In the AFC?
Do you think they let the Chiefs lose?
No. Patty Mahomes gets his shot at a three-peat. You know, Josh Allen gets another. Oh, you almost did it.
Yeah, almost did.
Pat on the back.
Yeah, good job, buddy. You beat the other guy. You beat that other guy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't picture the Bills beating the Chiefs. Like I hate to say it, but like Chiefs in the playoffs, they're.
It's like Tom Brady in the playoffs.
It's hard to beat them guys.
But let me ask you a question. Did you picture the Bills beating the Ravens?
First off, no.
Okay. So let's go against whatever Max says.
Hey, so we can put it up. So we're gonna put the money line on it on the Hard Rock app, right?
Yeah. Oh, is it out?
It'll be out later this week.
Damn, dog. I wonder what the money. If it's plus 150, I'm taking the Bills.
You're taking the Bills?
If it's plus 150,
I don't care what it is. I'm taking the Chiefs.
But I'm taking, why? But I'm taking the points.
But
I'm taking the points.
What? You take the spread?
Yeah. So if the Bills are plus 3 or plus, 5 or 6,
you're still losing your money because they're gonna lose by more than that.
No, they're not.
What do you?
Absolutely.
Fuck no.
They lose by at least 10.
Hey, you know what the spread was for the Bills Ravens game? It was
3.
1. It was 1.
Oh yeah.
It was 1.
1.5.
And they won by 2.
1.5.
So, and the Bills were the underdogs. Plus 2.5. Bills would have won.
But still.
Let's say they kick a field goal and, it's 1-point game. There you go. Whoa. Bills are plus.
Let's say the Ravens kick field goals. Everybody's a loser in that day.
True. No, that was a tough one. I mean, it just seems like, how does Vegas get so damn close?
Because they're in cahoots with the NFL, man.
It has to be, right?
Yeah, look at it like this. Players already make ungodly amount of money. If someone taps me on the shoulder and goes, Vegas is going to give you a little extra if you go ahead and
go out for a safety.
Yeah.
No, seriously, the Chiefs game, 9.5-point spread.
Yeah.
Got the safety. 9-point game.
9-point game.
Now whoever bet the under
is money.
Wow.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
What
so
the
like
fuck?
if they tap you on the shoulder and say,
"Hey guys, we need
I need this done.
Yeah.
Let's send you a couple extra $100K." Deal. I don't care.
Yeah. You think it's on the field when
that gotta be.
Hell yeah.
There's no other way, right?
It's gotta
Yeah.
be. Vince McMahon runs the NFL. I don't care what nobody says.
So Roger Goodell gets a call. Roger Goodell hits up Andy Reid and goes, "Hey, listen, there's got to be a safety on this putt.
Gotta do something.
It's got to be a safety. That's the only way to get to this bro. How coincidental is that bullshit? Everybody calls it a bad beat, or is it just Vegas playing the NFL?
Vegas is like a big kid playing Madden, and we're all just watching someone else play, bro. Like, it's just how it is to me, bro. It's like the Chiefs. Like, there's no way the Chiefs are in shitty positions. Like, you might lose, and then all of a sudden, roughing the passer. What?
Yeah.
No one touched him.
That's because he went. On that one, Mahomes kind of pushed his head back.
He LeBron did.
Yeah, he
LeBron did.
He definitely. I know. And then he gets, and then he's like laying there. He's looking at the refs, like, "Come on, man.
Hey, throw that.
Throw that.
You like your job? Throw that."
Did you see the other roughing the passer where personal foul roughing the passer? They didn't even touch him. They hit each other when he slid down.
Yeah,
you saw that?
Yeah.
Throw a flag. It's like
you could have hurt him. You could have
hurt him.
Don't you fucking touch him.
Yeah. Did you think Jared Goff was going to come back into the game after?
I thought he was done.
I thought he was
I was ready for Teddy Two Gloves, though. I felt like that would have been some shit. Like Teddy might have won that game.
That was one of the. I mean, for me, it was one of the most exciting games. I mean,
but you think about it. If Teddy
I like the Bills and
the Bills, Chiefs.
Yeah.
I'm not mad at that game.
Bills and the Ravens was a
Bills
good game.
and the Ravens
that was a good game. That was a really good game.
Roma already said it. We're looking at the Super Bowl right here.
Yeah,
he's saying it's not going to get any better than
it's
this.
not. I don't think any of the other games, championship games, or
You don't think the Chiefs and the Bills?
Not that exciting, bro. That was a.
But isn't that one always that's always a nail biter, isn't it?
But there's no excitement to it. It's when I was like, all right, like.
They expect
the Chiefs to win. Like this game, you did not know who was going to win from start to finish.
That's why the odds were so close.
Well, I'm gonna make
it was like plus 100 and minus 115.
I'm gonna make my predictions.
Call it right now.
I think it's gonna be the Bills.
Okay.
And it's gonna be the Washington Commanders for the whole rookie thing.
Okay.
And then the Bills are gonna win, and Bills Mafia is gonna win the first Super Bowl ever. That's me.
Or
you heard it here first. Bills, Commanders, Bills win.
Or the Bills lose and they're 5-0 in the Super Bowl.
No, 0-5.
0-5.
0-5. My bad.
Yeah.
0-5
and they give it to the
Super
rookie,
Bowl.
and then he's
he's the one of the new faces of the. I mean,
then he's banging one of the Kardashians or the Jenners.
Kylie Jenner.
You know what? I can't bet with him now because anybody who's ever been with a Kardashian, their career kind of goes left.
Reggie Bush,
Lamar Odom, the little light skinned dude that played basketball.
Oh, yeah. Well, he wasn't that good though.
But it doesn't matter. You're
the guy from
NBA
the
Humphreys,
Spurs.
Humphreys, whatever his name was.
He was never that great.
But he's making NBA money, and now you're on the side. Now you're not even playing.
Kanye West.
I didn't want to do it. I was trying to keep the athletes, but Kanye was doing gospel after a while.
But Kanye actually, I mean, bro, he did well after he left the Kardashians.
Crazy how
all of a sudden it turned around for him.
The pussy's dangerous.
Pussy's dangerous.
But you know what? Everybody's had some of that.
Yeah,
you know good and well you shouldn't be dealing with her. But all of a sudden,
everybody's had a bowl ass cereal.
Let me just one time. Just one time.
She's like, all right.
Same with the rappers too, bro.
Oh god,
bro, all these white women destroying black celebrities, black fucking football players, athletes.
I've had a coach tell me one time sitting down in a meeting. He walks into the meeting. You know, we sitting down. You got your notepads out. You ready to get into the meeting? He walked in, hands in his little hoodie, and said, "Gentlemen, beware the white women. They want your kids and your money." And walk the fuck out. That was the end of the meeting. Like that was it. We went to go hit weights after that. I was like, all right. Yep. Yeah. I heard what he said. I didn't listen.
Hey, you got a kid with a white woman?
Nope, I got a kid with a Puerto Rican woman.
Oh well. You know, those are dangerous for everybody.
Latinas are dangerous just because it's interesting. You might die today. She might love you forever. But either way,
she may be shaving glass off in your arroz con pollo and be like, "Kill this motherfucker!" Right?
Ready to deal with it. Ready. Give me that.
So Max, who do you thinking overall for the NFC and the AFC championship game and then the Super Bowl?
I think the Chiefs beat the Bills.
Okay.
Not by much. I don't think
it's gonna be a close one.
I think it's gonna be a close one. I think the refs keep it close because I think the Bills on paper should win, but I think the Chiefs end up winning by. I take the Chiefs with 6.
With 6.
With 6. I think it's gonna be with 6. I think on the other side of things,
by 6 points.
Yeah,
okay.
Chiefs win by 6.
You want to call out the score?
Come on,
call out.
Actually, I'm gonna go 23-20 like the Bucs and the Washington Commanders. The Bills.
Nah, give me 21-28.
21-28?
28. I'm gonna give myself an extra point just to cover the spread. But then on the other side,
I'll do 21-29.
I think on the other side, I think the Eagles come out of it. I think
I don't see it. I mean, I was thinking that too.
Y'all didn't see Jalen Hurts?
That's cool, but he's got a workhorse behind him. He ain't got to do shit no more.
That's true.
You know what I mean? Like, if Saquon's rolling for 200 a game.
I'm just trying to think how many yards like the Commanders' defense have been giving up on the ground. They did. Jabbar Gibbs had a decent game.
Yeah, a decent game. He had like 85
Bucky had like 90.
That's what I'm saying. They're going to give you at least 100. At least 100 on the ground. So that's with regular guys. Yeah, this man's playing like Superman.
Yeah, I know.
So
Saquon's averaging like in the postseason like over 200 yards.
That's what I'm saying. So like, I don't really care about Jalen Hurts because all he has to do is keep handing that bitch off.
Yeah,
and then he has to call it 15 throws in the whole game.
Yeah.
3 game changer.
Honestly, I don't even think he had over 200 yards.
So then are you taking the command? You're taking the Eagles?
I'm taking the Eagles.
Well,
So
what do you
Eagles,
got there?
Chiefs.
What's the point spread on that?
Oh, God.
Because I mean, they put up some points against. I mean, it's not. Detroit's
It was
defense.
a shootout.
That one was a shootout. I don't think this because of the way
it was a shootout against Detroit Lions, bro.
But the way that the Eagles are playing, I think because of the run game,
that wasn't really a shootout.
Nah.
They didn't. Well, they barely cracked 30, right? It was.
That's what I'm saying. I think it'd be like 26-28 on something like that. Something low. I don't think either one team cracks 30, just because.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to be...
but you're looking at, like, they run the ball so much with Saquon. That's a lot of game clock going.
Where are they playing? They're playing in Philly.
Eagles.
It'd be in Philly.
Yeah. And the polar vortex is, like, hitting right now.
Yeah.
Right? So it's supposed to be snowing next week.
We just established that black quarterbacks don't do well in the snow. You know what I mean? Black guys are great all year until it gets snow flurries. And we're like,
I'm really, I would say, but I'm really impressed by Jaden Daniels' like coolness. Like I feel like
he's so nonchalant. I love it.
Yeah, I know because
he doesn't even blink.
Like Lamar Jackson, I think it took him a little bit of time to get to this point in his career
where he's calm.
Yeah. He doesn't lose it. He's like, no, I'm going to come back. Like you said,
it'll be fine.
Everything will be fine.
How old is he? Like
but how does
he just turned 28 this year.
But Jaden Daniels is like 23?
22.
22.
Kid's 22.
And he's acting like nothing's phasing him.
Did you see like when he's sitting on the bench, he's just
like game winner. He just won the game.
He's not doing anything. Yeah.
He just kind of like, all right, we won. Cool deal.
Hey, Brady, what does LFG mean? Did you see that? Did you see that?
No.
But I mean,
he got the Tom Brady let's fucking go LFG player of the game. And the first question he asked Tom Brady is, hey, what does LFG mean?
Yeah, right. He just did.
He
wanted Brady to slip up and be like, let's fucking go.
Brady goes, this is a family appropriate show, but it's you know what it means.
You know what it means. Let's go.
Here's the thing. Jaden Daniels is just gonna I think he's gonna walk away. He's gonna get rookie of the year.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, I think at this point now, I don't think anybody's going to beat him for
Bucky Irving.
I think he's going to get. What do you get? Rookie and offensive rookie and offensive rookie of the year, right?
Nah, I don't think they ain't gonna give him both.
They would have to.
Why would they give him both? Yeah, who do you give?
Bucky?
No, because I mean, Bo Nix had some really good fucking statistics.
Oh yeah, you're right. I forgot about Bo Nix.
I mean,
I ain't gonna hold you.
Yeah,
Bo Nix is he better than Russell Wilson? Because he took that same Broncos team to the fucking playoffs. The same offense.
Actually,
same coach.
You know what's crazy? You know what's crazy is I just read an article this morning that said that. Actually, it was a good thing you brought up Pittsburgh Steelers, but they said
and Mike Tomlin's been gone.
Well, they said no, he hasn't been fired.
Yeah.
No,
Mike Tomlin.
No, he said he's not going anywhere. But bringing. Well, let me touch on this. Yeah. He said Arthur Smith and Russell Wilson never got along. Arthur Smith wanted Fields to start, but they shoved Wilson down his throat. And now going to Tomlin, how many more years can you go to the playoffs and lose and keep your job? Like, how has the Pittsburgh nation not been like, all right, guys, he's been great. We've had however many winning seasons.
Into the playoffs.
So Adam Schefter,
let's look at what you're taking to the playoffs.
It's not the best team ever.
You're taking a mediocre team at best consistently
to the playoffs. Even last year when they had Mason Rudolph and all those guys they still made it to the playoffs. I get it. But at the same time, just like Todd Bowles, are we progressing or are we staying the same and not doing anything better?
I think with Pittsburgh, I think it's not just Mike Tomlin. I think ownership, like you said, ownership wants Russell Wilson.
Yeah.
I think the way Justin Fields is playing early, you gotta let that kid spin.
That's what I thought too.
Gotta let him spin. He was cooking.
I can't believe they took him out. And given Russell Wilson picked up his, he
played better.
Yeah, he played better.
But Justin Fields is a different dynamic.
And it's Russell a franchise quarterback if you're thinking about it. He's young.
Yeah, and you know that Russell Wilson is not going to rush for anything relevant.
At least not anymore.
Not anymore. Like back in old Russell Wilson. Yeah.
Seattle Russell Wilson.
Seattle Russell Wilson. Yeah. But we're giving Russell Wilson credit for the one Super Bowl he got off of a defense.
Well, he also went to the Super Bowl with a shit Pete Carroll call when you have Marshawn Lynch.
Yeah, remember we talked about that one?
There's no way. I don't give a fuck what my head coach calls. We're on the one, and I have Marshawn Lynch behind me. I'm not even listening to the play call. Yeah. Hey, we're going to run this dive.
And
Actually,
that would
might
be
have been
Super
the
Bowl
down-
number 2. I
Yeah.
mean, that would have been Super Bowl
But that
number
might have
2.
been the downfall of Russell Wilson when you think about it.
Why?
Because what has he done since that?
Since
He
that-
threw that interception to Malcolm Butler.
I thought he made it to 3 Super Bowls. They
Nah,
lost
he
2.
got
just
2.
No, but I thought, he only made it to 2?
Yeah.
I made 2
that's it.
Super Bowls.
Oh.
Won one, lost one.
Wasn't it back to back almost? I think.
Like a year. I think it might be a year in between,
Yeah,
maybe. No, it was back to back
Yeah,
because they'd have been back to back champs.
Yeah.
And I remember watching Richard Sherman on the sideline.
Yeah.
All of them are chilling, assuming that this run play is coming.
Yeah, come.
And you can watch the pure despair in his
I know.
face
When he goes
when his
to
pick
throw.
happens. Like, and my thing is like, that's the pick in the middle of the slant in the middle of the field. That's where you're throwing this. I could understood if you throw a fade ball that gets incomplete. I can live with that.
Yeah.
That's your receiver or nobody. But a slant in the middle and you throw a pick.
Honestly, the play, when you have Russell Wilson, the same play that the Baltimore ran would have been perfect for that one, too. Everybody's
That's
thinking
what
that
he was talking
everybody,
about.
yeah, everybody thinks you're gonna friggin' hand it to Marshawn.
Yeah, but
Play
if
action.
it works, then everybody says, "Oh, what a genius play!" But the thing is, everybody knew that wasn't going to happen.
And it's crazy. Malcolm Butler all of a sudden became one of the best.
He was one of the highest paid corners in the league for a little bit. And then what happened?
Yeah.
Trash after that.
yeah.
Trash after that.
That's one thing I noticed with football, man. Football's a real it's like a hype sport. Like you have one good play, and all of a sudden everything turns around for you.
Mm-hmm.
And before that, you really hadn't done too much. I mean, maybe you're mediocre at best.
But you get one good play. But now you have leverage going into that negotiation room. Like,
Kind of like Jadeveon Clowney. What he did in
Baltimore last year.
Well, not really so much that what he did in college, and then now everybody knew his name because that.
He got it at Texans.
Yeah,
he was hurt a lot, but he had a good little run.
He was still playing good.
But
even he got hurt a lot.
But even last year with the Ravens, Jadeveon Clowney,
he played well.
10.5 sacks.
Yeah, he played well.
Right, 10.5. I'm sorry, 11 sacks last year.
I don't know shit. I didn't. know that.
So when it came time to renegotiate, he had leverage, and the Ravens like, I don't know about paying you all that, bro.
Yeah.
He went. I forgot where he went.
Carolina Panthers.
Yeah, and did what?
Nothing.
I mean, I don't know. I don't know.
4 sacks.
Oh, 4 sacks.
4.
Well, that's better than most.
4.
Mm-hmm.
No. And these are built off half sacks.
Yeah.
Oh, so he had 8 half sacks. That's still pretty good.
Is it?
8 half
Is
sacks
it in that division?
Yeah.
I can throw a high school out there and get 2.
But what about having a better line? Because Baltimore's got a fucking stellar line. So
That's what I'm saying.
So I mean, but if you have Baltimore line and you have more ability to break through and get into.
That's what I'm saying. You had other guys around you, Matabike, Adafe Owe. You had Kyle Van Noy, who's had a great 2 years in Baltimore, and it's a pick your poison thing. So now you go to Carolina where you're the only guy on that. All right, cool. Fuck him. We'll double team him and keep pushing.
Yeah. And honestly, I mean, at that point in your career, I would think you would want a Super Bowl. Why wouldn't you just be like, all right, I'll take the incentives?
But he's from Carolina. He's from there, so he wants to go back and finish out there. Yeah. That's cool. Fuck that. Give me a ring.
Well, at the same time, I mean, a lot of these players, what they really want is money. I mean, not a lot of. Some of them may say, "Hey, yeah, a Super Bowl would be great," and as a kid, they're thinking, "I'm going to play in the Super Bowl." But most of them are like, "Yo, I grew up poor shit.
That's before you know that.
Let me get some money."
Hey, look, what's the script for this year? I'm not getting this. All right, cool. Run me this check.
Hey, Daniel Jones got to play in a playoff team, and then he brought him to the New York Giants because they lost.
Yeah.
The Minnesota Vikings, man. I felt they were always going to. Yeah, we bet on that one. I got that one. I picked the Rams.
Yeah.
Sam Darnold is
another. I picked the Vikings.
But did they keep Sam Darnold this year? After this year?
Yeah, of course they do.
I think so.
Why wouldn't they?
I don't think he's good. I think he's a little 1 year wonder right now. I think Cinderella story.
That's what I'm thinking.
Like Daniel Jones.
I'm going to tell you, Minnesota Vikings, their record is not going to be anywhere near what it was this year.
Absolutely not.
No way.
Were they number 7?
No, also, I mean, strength of schedule. Now next year you're going to get a harder,
tougher schedule.
You're going to have. You're not going to have.
Did you see who we're playing? The Bucks are playing.
No, yeah, we're playing. We got a hard ass schedule.
Oh my god, brutal schedule next year. Your schedule sucks.
I know it does.
But I'm going to those games, so it's cool. I'll be there. You know what I mean? There's like 4 games. I'm like,
yeah, they're good teams. It's a good matchup.
And I always go with the Ravens.
What do you think about? They just said, all right. Well, are we?
We'll do one more.
All right. We'll be right back with Happy Hour Holidays, and we'll go touch on Tyreek Hill possibly coming to the Buccaneers. And we're back looking at the right camera at Happy Hour Holidays. Got it. Yeah, we were talking. We've heard some little messages from Tyreek Hill saying that he might, be having a 3-hour drive now So he came down here for an event, and I think he probably enjoyed it here because I mean he's 3 hours away from 20 baby mamas. But
did you talk to him?
I mean, he came down to interview. He kind of dapped everybody up and stuff. Some guys tried to call him out and this stuff, like the young guys. What
were they calling him out?
They're trying to they're like, I can cover you. Da 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 da. Young kids.
Yeah.
My thing is like Tyreek Hill trains down here in the offseason anyway, so we see him at Skyway and stuff like that.
Oh, really?
So,
he does?
Yeah, I've seen Tyreek Hill a handful of times in the offseason. So I'm like, what's up, man? That's it. It's not that exciting for me. But like the young kids, like the 17, 18-year-old kids who are playing in the tournament, they're like, oh, Tyreek Hill. I'm like, I know why you're here. Your season's over. This is prime negotiating time. I know why you're here, buddy.
But why do a lot of players come to the Skyway in Tampa?
It's one of the best fields.
Oh, is that why?
It's
because I would assume like Miami has a shit ton of great fields, right?
But they have a lot of great fields that are always occupied.
Oh, okay.
Like Skyway, you can come over there, and if you're like an NFL guy, that's your field. It doesn't matter what the fuck is going on. Hey, you got to move.
Yeah.
These guys need it.
Isn't Skyway just one field?
Two turf fields. It's ducked off. It's quiet. There's nobody around it.
It's right next to veterans.
Yeah, but there's nobody bothering you. They don't have to worry about, fans trying to bombard it. It's not a big local park. You know what I mean? Yeah. Like, they can go get their work in quietly and leave. You know what I mean?
Unless you're Steven Garcia.
Well, that's just because I'm convinced he fucked that lady's daughter. Or something.
That's why they do it. The violator.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Because, like, she hates him, like, too much to have not, like, maybe he didn't call her back. Something. I don't know.
I'm gonna marry you.
I'm gonna marry you.
Yeah. Nah. Remember, you love me.
You know what I'm saying? Because like the way she treats him and the versus the way she treats me, it's like she loves me.
Yeah.
And I'll never do that. I just go, hey, I got this group coming at this time. Is it cool? She's like, yeah, no problem. Just don't make it look too obvious. All right, cool, no problem. Garcia steps 2 feet on the field. Get the fuck off, or I'm calling the cops. You know what I mean? So. But like I said, I think Tyreek Hill's coming here to negotiate with the Bucs.
You really think so?
Because he already said he's not going to stay in Miami.
But what about the salary cap? I thought we were kind of tight on the salary cap.
We're not, though.
You can play with that. You can play with the salary cap because, all right, prime example, if he does a large signing bonus,
we have a surplus.
You could do a large signing bonus and lower his yearly rate. Or package it like in incentives and stuff. Like there's ways that they can manipulate that
to get them on.
Yeah, and you ever notice that teams who are low on the salary cap always seem to be able to keep their peak players?
Yeah.
Oh, because they franchise tag.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
But I wonder if that's where we need to spend our money because our secondary is fucking such.
Well,
garbage.
some people are saying that they should franchise tag Chris Godwin, which I don't know.
They already did. I thought.
You can do it twice.
Yeah. No, they did. But
you can do it 1 year, and then you can do like a exclusive franchise tag or just a regular franchise tag.
But I don't know, man. The guy's injured too many times. Mike Evans' contract.
Bro,
is up,
let's put it this way, man. He tore his ACL, MCL like 2 years ago, and then he broke his ankle.
I don't know. He's always.
I mean, that's 2 different injuries.
That's 2 completely different injuries.
Yeah,
like,
but
I can understand if he like tore ACL
twice.
Then
but
it's
he
worth
broke
the
his
conversation.
fucking ankle,
and that was on a fluke play on that ankle,
on a play that he shouldn't even have been in.
Yeah,
I mean, you could probably. I don't know if I want to blame Liam Cohen. I love Liam Cohen.
He rejected the Jaguars' coaching.
Good, bro. Please stay. Bucks, pay him. Pay him, Bucks. We need Liam Cohen. He is the best OC we've had since John Gruden.
What about
I don't think John Gruden was a great OC.
No.
Since Bruce Arians. I know they were head coaches, but I'm saying.
I was going to say Dave Canales.
Solid
Fuck
guy.
Dave Canales. That guy's a joke. That was a joke. I hope you're enjoying fucking South Carolina.
It's North Carolina.
I thought it was South Carolina.
No, Charlotte, North
now
Carolina.
it's North Carolina? Yeah. I don't know. See, that's how little I pay attention to your career.
I guarantee you that he will win 3 more games next year.
So he'll be 7 and 10?
Yep.
College fun. There's progression.
Okay.
Yeah.
With
I mean, they won 2 more
Bryce
games
Young?
this year.
4 and fucking.
They were 2 and something the
He's
year before.
garbage, dude. He is garbage. That guy just go coach fucking high school, man.
Wow.
Terrible.
Teddy Bridgewater then came and played.
I know, right? That was crazy.
The Teddy Bridgewater team went undefeated.
Undefeated.
Yeah, he went down to Miami. Had those kids undefeated all year.
They won state
champs, yeah.
And national?
I don't think they got national. I think they lost in I think 2nd round or something like that.
Oh, you know the college football championships tonight.
Ooh, that's right.
Oh, shit.
Ohio State and Notre Dame.
I think Ohio State wins no problem.
I'll go with Notre Dame just because you said that.
I don't really like Marcus Freeman.
Just because you said
Wait
it.
a minute. Dude, I don't like
All right, let's pull out our Hard Rock apps. Let's start betting.
I just, Marcus Freeman's face just gets on my fucking nerves, man.
So you hate the guy's face, so you think the team sucks?
No, he just annoys the fuck out of me. He just annoys. I don't care. Fuck him. Just like the Dave Canales shit. He's not a bad guy.
I don't hate his face. I hate his game play.
No.
His play call.
I mean,
who do you? I mean, who's the favorite? Who's the favorite tonight?
Oh, Ohio State.
Okay,
but here's my thing: if you bet Notre Dame, that's plus 275.
Yeah, no, really? I mean it's a toss up whenever, but I just feel like Ohio State in the playoffs.
I might bet
just
Notre
like
Dame.
any team.
Bro,
they got momentum, dude.
All right, hold on. If I bet Ohio, if I take Notre Dame with the 8.5 spread,
how much?
It's not much.
Plus
not
what?
much.
Plus what?
No, because it balanced out because the plus 85, the plus 8.5 is minus 110.
Oh, so that's favorited.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
that's a 2
but it doesn't matter.
parlay?
All of it's 110. Like the point.
Well, what's the
totals,
money line?
Where you at? Go back.
It's usually right next to it,
So you guys are all taking Notre Dame?
Nah.
Well, I'm plus 275.
That's what I'm saying. I'll take that one today.
Yeah.
So you think Notre Dame's going to win?
No, but I like plus 275.
Absolutely. Plus 275.
So this is all just on the gambling part of it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, well, honestly, who do you think would win?
I'm taking Notre Dame because you said something.
No, but seriously, who do you think would win?
I really think Ohio State wins.
By a lot?
No, not by a lot. I think they win by a hot
because Notre Dame squeaked in.
That's what I'm saying, but that's why I think they got the luck of the Irish type shit going on. So I give them
Rudy.
You know what I mean?
Rudy.
I think they're gonna lose by 7. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Damn, it's tonight, huh?
Rudy the movie. He went to Notre Dame. That's actually based on a true story.
Yeah.
And the only play he ever played, he did actually get a sack.
Really?
Or a tackle for a loss. I don't know which one it was. Whatever he showed in the movie was 100% accurate.
I think was it a sack?
I think it was a tackle for a loss, or maybe it was a sack. But whatever it was true. The one play he played, boom, he actually did something good.
Do you think they expand the playoffs, the college football playoffs, anymore?
To make it like the NFL?
Isn't it like the NFL right now? How many teams get in?
12.
So it's
The
pretty
NFL
close. It's
16.
It's kind of close.
Yeah.
16, right?
No, it's 7. 7 on
16.
each side. 7 on each side.
7.
So it's 14.
Oh,
What the fuck, bro? You
What,
fucking
man? I've been
snorted-
drinking.
You fucking snort fentanyl today?
Why, you got some?
No, but I think the college football is going to end up being more like the NFL.
I think it is too. It should
already
be.
has.
But I'm saying because
with NIL deals.
with like you said, with NIL deals, the playoff format, which I still think is a fucking joke.
Really? I thought I like it better than what it was before. Be like, this team's the number 1. No, this team's the number 2.
What if you make it like March Madness?
I would do that.
Yeah, but
expand it out a little bit.
I know,
more.
but how many games can you expect these kids to play? I mean, I guess that would be 16, right?
Or you just make it like Oh yeah. I guess
how many
you
games?
need a
How many
regular
games is
season.
in March Madness? You start off at fucking
Like
64 teams. I mean, you can't play that many NFL games.
If you
No, because 64
college
turns.
games?
So 64 turns into 32, which turns into 16, which turns into 8,
So how many
which
games?
turns into 4.
So how many games?
that's 5 more games.
Five more?
What turns into 4, which turns into 1. I mean, you're talking about 6 games extra.
I mean, that would
So
be a
even
pretty.
That's an NFL season.
But even if you took it from 14 teams to let's call it 28.
That's better. That's even
You know
better.
what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Not quite 64.
So why don't you just have the top 25 teams just all make the playoffs?
Yeah,
That would
that's
work
it.
for me.
Well,
You gotta
that's
add-
an odd number.
You got to do like 26.
Yeah.
All right, so 26
Yeah,
teams.
26.
So
Well, I did 24.
or you can give somebody a bye, right?
No,
If you-
don't give anybody a bye.
Nobody gets a bye.
No,
You go to-
everybody plays through.
I go 24 teams and roll.
Because, I mean, there's so many college teams out
Think
there.
about the weird
The
upsets you would
NFL's only
see.
got 30.
It would
Think
be.
about the weird ass upsets you would see.
Yeah. I mean,
Like,
that's
you know what
why
I'm saying?
everybody
Could you imagine
loves
like a Miami beats a Boise State on some fluke shit?
Yeah.
Now there's somebody to root for. Now from a business standpoint, now I'm like, ooh,
There's more money there.
there's more money in that.
Yeah.
You're welcome.
You heard it here first
You heard it here
from Max
first.
Paul right now.
We're advising.
I want my check.
I want my
I
check.
want my consultant fee.
They showed an NFL player from San Francisco. I don't know if you guys saw his paycheck.
Mm.
He was getting
Christian
tagged.
McCaffrey?
No, it was just another guy,
One of the
a
regular
defensive
guys.
player or whatever.
but it was like $300,000 he got paid, and in San Francisco it was basically like 50%.
That California taxes are
He
bitch.
made he was like
And they can't even stop no wildfires.
It was like 150,000.
Yeah, keep taxing Gavin Newscomb. Anyways.
Yeah, but yeah, no, I was just like, it's crazy, man. That was a high tax.
So
that was a big thing with Tyreek Hill too, because he was like, his mom was saying, well, if you go to New York, even though I think that's where he want to go to the Jets or something like that. But she was like,
state taxes.
Yeah, but she was like, you're gonna get taxed like half your paycheck. You come down to Florida,
get to keep all your money.
You get to keep all your money.
First of all, why would you want to go to the Jets for Aaron Rodgers?
Well, I mean, that was
you go to the Jets because it's a big market.
Yeah, a big market.
That's not a big, bro. They suck. Though.
Plus,
I'm saying
he wants to double up his baby mama
That's
count.
one of the biggest markets just for like endorsement deals and shit like that.
For like what? TV?
TV time.
Ooh, touching on Aaron Rodgers. Do you think he stays with the Jets?
No, he's gone.
And Devontae Adams gone too.
Hold on, no.
Devontae Adams kind of got screwed by going to the Jets.
But here's the thing. Logically, Aaron Rodgers should be gone. But the Jets are gonna jet and keep that motherfucker.
You think him?
Yeah.
Why? Because of the contract? Or?
That's not even a contract. Who else you gonna get? Who else you gonna use?
I mean, you're gonna draft somebody.
Yeah, you're gonna draft.
Who you gonna draft?
No,
you're not gonna get nobody relevant.
Yeah.
Oof. Because Deion said Shadir's not coming.
Do you think Deion Sanders gets the Cowboys head coaching job?
Yeah.
Or do you think that's a good move? Even
I think that is a great move. He already knows Jerry Jones. He knows how Jerry Jones acts. He's played for the Cowboys, and he understands it. Why do you think he took the call?
Heads on the GM?
That's what I'm saying. I think from front office, the way Deion's going to want to do things,
it's going to be.
They're not going to let him.
Do you
rock
think
out.
Jerry Jones would flex?
No.
or
he
be
didn't
a little
flex
bit
for Belichick? You think he's going to flex
a little bit flexible? On why not?
That's why the Cowboys will never be shit. Because Jerry
Jones just wants to be.
He wants to be in control of everything, and you're not gonna be able to control Deion Sanders. Look at what he did at Jackson State in Colorado. He went up to all the administrators and said, "Look, you gotta let me run this my way." And they like, it took a minute, but they were like, "All right, do you?"
And he did it.
So why wouldn't? Well, Jerry Jones doesn't like that.
He doesn't.
I know he went to Philadelphia Eagles game. It was towards the end of the season. They're like, "Thanks, Jerry." For keep working or whatever, because he was like, "You suck, man."
I'm telling you, Dak Prescott's trash too.
He is trash.
I had to get out myself.
But I'll tell you something: if Deion ends up taking that job, he's probably going to trade all.
Dak's gone.
Dak is gone.
Shadir is on the way.
Is going to
if
be.
Deion takes that job,
I don't see how. I mean, because you got to go through the draft.
Well, they're going to trade.
They're going to trade down all the way the fuck.
You know who's going to get him? Cleveland.
Yeah,
they're going to have Deshaun Watson, Dak Prescott.
Deshaun's done. I think Deshaun Watson is done.
He already has his money.
He retore his Achilles.
He retore his Achilles. Why would I come back? All my money is guaranteed. I'm going to retire.
There's nothing they can do. There's nothing they can do to.
I'm gonna retire it. I'm gonna get my check. Let Jameis Winston spin.
Didn't Adrian Peterson tear his Achilles and then come back and
No, he did ACL.
He did ACL twice.
Yeah.
Oh, it was Aaron Rodgers that tore his Achilles
and came back, and now look at what he looks like.
Garbage.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. Tear that Achilles.
He can't. He doesn't have that. Like
you can't step on it.
Yeah, you can't step.
You can't do that. The only person I've ever seen come back from an Achilles injury was Kobe. The only person.
Kobe.
Yeah, but that's basketball.
That's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but you still need it.
You still need it.
Oh, no, I get that. But, I mean, you're not getting tackled.
That's what I'm saying. Well, neither is Aaron Rodgers.
Yeah, but I mean, you're jumping. You're jumping with your fucking Achilles all the time.
You just, I love Kobe.
That's why I say. I think
Kobe's second behind Michael.
I'll give you that.
And fuck
that's
LeBron.
why I say I think guys are just built different now. Guys built like Kobe, all right, cool. I'm gonna come back, work hard, and be at what I was. Aaron will never be him.
Deshaun ain't gonna be.
Deshaun, he's just worried about the massage parlors.
You know what? You know what Aaron Rodgers was? He was trying to be what Tom Brady was towards the end of his career. And the fact of the matter is, Aaron Rodgers was never even remotely close to
Aaron
Tom
Rodgers
Brady.
was never that guy to me.
Exactly.
I'm sorry.
Exactly.
Like,
I agree. I agree.
He's too selfish.
But my thing is, we're giving him credit for one Super Bowl. Like, we're gonna do that. Drew Brees is just like that guy.
Yeah, I mean Drew Brees, you could say. I mean, he's up there on the yardage.
I'm saying Drew Brees. I mean,
and Drew Brees could actually
I
come
hate
back.
him.
He could do it.
I don't like him.
He's the same age as Aaron Rodgers.
Nah, Drew Brees said his throwing shoulder's cooked.
Yeah,
he been said that he can barely raise his shoulder up like this.
Yeah,
it must be that mole on his face.
How about that Peyton Manning commercial? That shit was fucking hilarious.
Oh yeah,
which one?
Peyton Manning
Which
commercial?
one?
Where,
it's him and his brother.
Yeah, him and his brother, and he's like,
Eli wants to be a kicker.
Yeah. Bro, I died on that commercial.
But look, those are two guys who left the game at the right time.
Yeah, they did. Even though Manning's probably fun.
You know, he had the fused discs.
But Peyton got one more Super Bowl on the way out the door.
He has two. Yeah.
Left. And then they went into this broadcast thing and found their own way.
Because they get
It's
along.
not as good as the happy hour holidays, but it's getting there. They're not as good as that, but it's cool.
And then you know who copied them was Jason and Travis Kelce.
I do like New Heights though. I'm not gonna lie.
I've never heard it actually.
But their podcast, theirs is okay. So
do they talk about football or do they talk about random shit?
They talk about football and then it gets a little random. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's a good show though. But I think I like Jason Kelce just because of how funny he is on that show.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Do you like the Mannings better than the Kelces?
No.
No?
Nah.
Bro, but the Mannings are hilarious,
I like
bro.
Jason Kelce's funny, bro.
Yeah, so that's just one.
Yeah. Eli's not.
I don't think Eli's that funny. I think
not funny.
he's gotten funnier, but I still think Peyton's the funny one. Like the commercial that he did with the kids.
Yeah,
oh my God.
He's throwing darts at the kid.
Yeah.
See, he's funny to me. He like, he's like that little kid with Down syndrome. You don't want to laugh at him. You know what I mean?
No, Peyton that commercial, I don't know how many times.
So the older brother's always funny.
Older brother's always funny.
Yep, there you go. That's why the Febreze, this guy is way funnier than I am. That's a fact.
That's okay, but the little brothers are always
smarter.
A little smarter. A little smarter.
Hey, I saw this thing where they got Gronkowski on this show.
Mm-hmm.
It's like that game where you get a word and you try to describe it to the other person. And the YouTube video was Gronkowski must be retarded.
Oh God, yeah, I saw that one.
You saw that one?
I mean,
what was wrong?
A walking CTE episode.
No,
like,
either CTE or he was always just a big dumb jock.
No, I think that's what it is. He was always a big dumb jock.
No, there's dumb and then there's Gronk.
Like, he's a retard.
Like that dude's dumb.
Whoa. You know, we want him on the show.
I love Gronk, but I mean,
we just mean it in a platonic way.
No,
but
no, that guy's.
He said he was doing it with a black dude, and he goes, "Where I'm from," he goes, "Egypt," and it's like it's it's a continent, it's not a country.
When I tell you, this guy gave him every clue under the sun.
Yeah.
He's like blank American, hardworking, sir, the only black guy in the room. Where I'm from, Egypt.
Egypt. He was like, "No, bro," and it wasn't even a continent.
Yeah,
he said a country.
I haven't seen that.
No, I'll show it to you.
I gotta see that
because he's looking for Africa.
He's looking for Africa. Yeah,
looking for Africa. Gave him 8 clues.
He said these things were like this back in the old days. Pyramids. You know, like big structure, pyramids. Yeah. Look, you got that in 2 seconds.
You missed it. You missed it. You're smarter than Gronkowski. Yeah. Congratulations.
Yeah, well, he's more rich than I am.
Fair.
They had jack-o'-lantern, and he said a skeleton. I was like, "What the
pumpkin?"
Yeah, pumpkin. Maybe he couldn't have said that word, but still, I mean, you could have come up with
he said jack-o'-lantern, pumpkin.
But that's the thing now. I would look at those guys who were taking all those hits. CTE was real, man. These guys are.
What do you think about them wearing the
stupid
Guardian?
Fucking stupid.
But it works, doesn't it?
Fucking stupid.
Have you noticed?
Damar Hamlin was wearing it.
Have you noticed one player on the offensive line on every team
has it?
Because they probably get hit.
Why? He's got the shittiest hands. He can't keep nobody off of him, so he's just headbutting motherfuckers. It's that guy. It's that guy.
I know. That's what I feel like. I mean, it's just crazy. Well, we've come to the end of another awesome episode with Max on Happy Hour Holidays. Max, what do you got to tell with this NFL season or anything you want to tell the audience? Plug, whatever it is. I know Baltimore was a tough loss. I mean, Bucks were a tough loss too, man.
Plug any sponsors or anything?
Oh, shout out to Mixed Breeds, my flag team.
Yeah, I was going to say, that's a hard-ass.
Shout out to them. You know what I'm saying? We'll be in, I think, Vegas in a couple months for another tournament.
They make apparel?
Yeah, they make apparel. So you can go hit them up on Instagram at Mixed Breeds, and they'll get you one of these. We'll get you one out. I'll get you guys some. I'll make it happen.
Yeah.
But big prediction. Chiefs, Bills, Chiefs by 8.
By 8?
Oh, you said 6 last time.
I'm gonna go 8. I need spread. I need spread. The Hard Rock app will give me 110 for it.
And then you got Chiefs over the Eagles.
No.
Chiefs over the Bills.
No, I know, but
definitely Chiefs over the Eagles.
Yeah, Chiefs over the Eagles.
Yeah, because the refs are gonna keep that game.
Yeah,
the refs will keep the Chiefs.
Because Jaden Daniels ain't winning.
No.
So you think? Yeah. Right.
No.
I got Jaden Daniels all the way.
You think Philly's defense is that good where they're gonna?
It's not that. I think they're
weather conditions. You think?
I think weather plays a factor, and I think the fact that Saquon's going to run for 250 is going to keep Jaden Daniels.
You know, there's only one team that the Bucs have lost to in the playoffs that have not gone and won the Super Bowl.
Who was it?
It was Philly, I think it was.
Oh,
other than that, every other team that the Bucs have lost to in the playoffs have gone to win the Super Bowl.
I also think
so. The Commanders.
I also think that, you know, even though I did say the Commanders and the Bills, I still think that because the Commanders have that kicker that's very suspect, and you're going to need a good kicker in the fucking snow, I think they're going to lose it because of that.
But I'm
still going to go to the Commanders because of the
So where are we watching the game? That's a better question.
Hey!
Where are we watching it?
Mons Venus.
I'm with it.
Penthouse.
Oh, Penthouse will do it every time. I can get a steak while I'm there.
Honey, this is not me.
No. We went to Hooters.
Manny will not be there, I swear.
He'll be home with the kids.
That's probably where I'm going to be, 100%. Guys, we really appreciate everybody tuning in to Happy Hour Holidays and continues to support us on social media and everything else. We're going to keep bringing, you know, great predictions. Remember, 1-800-GAMBLE-ADDICTION. If you're addicted,
hit the Hard Rock app.
Hit the Hard Rock app.
Hit the Hard Rock app. Get your parlays in, baby.
Yeah,
Peace out.
Hard Rock, sponsor us. We'll shout you out every single time. Just give me like $1,000 credit
every month,
every week.
Ooh, good call.
Oh, yeah,
it always hits 60% of the time.
Every
time.
All right, guys. Peace.